This is a big game for us, as dumb as that sounds, because this team is a ranked team in Division II. They've been to the NCAA tournament. They have size, they have shooters, they have some experience. They run a lot of stuff, and we're going to have to cover a lot of stuff, which is a difficult part right now, especially for all the freshmen. But the reason it's a bigger deal is we didn't guard very well last game, and we didn't rebound at all the first half. And so we put a tremendous emphasis on that in the last couple of days. We still won't have Josh, which is disappointing. It's nothing that bad. It's just a hammy that it felt like if we didn't rest him, it could linger on. So we're resting him. It's just disappointing because I think he needs the playing time. Questions?
If these young guys, you talked about in your intro press conference about patience not being a strength of yours. I think it's well documented. Have these guys tested that at all? Have you gotten a sense for what the season will be like relying on so much youth?
You know, they have been, there's been different NBA people and different other people. And somebody said it best. The neat part about them is they're all very good players, but they want to please you and the staff. So there's no big egos, Miles could have an ego. He's the least of the egos. And so what's it going to be like? It's going to be painful at times. It's going to be exciting at times. But I feel very comfortable that they get it. They want to please. They just don't know how to all the time. And I think that's what freshmen are all about. I don't care if they're here, Kentucky, or Indiana or Alabama. It doesn't make any difference. I don't care what sport it's in. But there definitely are some focus issues on never relaxing and understanding that every minute of every day someone's going at you, and they're going to have to learn how to deal with that in game, especially the changing of offenses that happens so much in college compared to in high school. So and then you got a guy like Miles who we're playing all over the place. Cassius, I think he's picked it up pretty well. Big Nick picks up things a little slower, but he's actually, if everybody made the progress Nick has made in the 3 weeks, we'll be very good in the not so distant future. He has made incredible progress, but he probably had the farthest to go.
Have you begun to think about if size is an issue against Kentucky or Arizona, like ways you can mitigate it with scheme and system?
Yeah, we've thought about it. I mean, sooner or later it comes back down to, he's bigger than me, and that's the way it is. But we have some lineups we can go to that'll make us a little bigger. We can play Miles at the 2, for God's sakes, and be bigger in that way. We have worked on some zone. I don't blame you if you laugh, but it's I understand it.
I'm looking for Larry to walk down the steps when you say
I didn't say press. We were working on that until we lost some guys, but we were working on that too. So, yeah, we're going to try to do some different things according to the personnel we have. But I think the biggest thing is, where's our depth, which would look like a real deep team, then all of a sudden gets not as deep. And so we got to be careful on what we're exposing on some of those things.
What do you want to see lineup-wise tomorrow? How you want to go?
I think to start out with, we'll start Kenny again. But the second half, you might see a lineup with Nick, Kenny, and Miles, or Nick, Kenny, Miles, and Aaron even. What was going to be Josh, but you could see what we could call our biggest lineup. I think I'd start the second half that way, no matter what's going on.